Alright, it's April 20th, 4/20, and I'm starting to get some stuff from the garden. Been eating some squash. Most of them have been ones that were unpollinated, so they've been small. But, some of these are getting pollinated. And I think I got a zucchini that got pollinated. Most of my successful squashes have been hand pollinated. My buddy tipped me into that, and it's been the only real way I've gotten fruits to grow. I usually have about 2 or 3 each day that need to be pollinated, and I have plenty of male flowers to do it with, so I just do that whenever I'm here each morning. These are my okras, 3 weeks, and they're that size, and they're doing pretty good. They don't need a lot of maintenance, just a lot less water than these squashes. They need water every day. This every 3 or 4 days. They're not even that root bound yet. Yeah. There's some bees going into the pole. Oh, yeah, I got a few beans over here from just some seeds I threw away. Been getting some beans too. It's time to go to the back. Tied up a couple of tomatoes. I got these things. They got a few on them too. You remember, they were so small a few weeks ago. They just exploded, and the wind knocked them over the other day. This was completely leaved out. But they just stretch out so much because I got them so tight that they fall over, and then they just fill in the holes with new leaves. And these are a little bit later to set fruit, but I got about 4 or 5, and I think this zucchini might have set, but I missed my chance to pollinate it the other day on Friday. I went fishing, got a bunch of flounder. Oh, and the vine borers have been out. I've swatted at least 5 of them. We're here all day. You can't do anything because of the dang coronavirus. So, well, they usually like to come around middle of the day to the second half of the day when the wind's not too hard, and they go straight for these squash plants. And they come in here, and I even seen them getting on. That's a zucchini in there, and these are squashes and zucchinis down here, and they've been getting in there, hitting in the cucumbers. They don't care. They just know. The cucumbers probably gonna be over the fence before into April, maybe that one. I got a lot of female flowers, but hoping there's a bee right there. Hopefully they're getting pollinated. So, no fruit yet, but hopefully that's a couple weeks away. Over here, yellow yellow cherries to the top of the fence. Had a couple get ripe. This yellow cherry isn't doing near as good. Fruits are a lot smaller than the other one. I think it's because it gets less sun over here. Got another squash. It's looking pretty good. It's getting some sun. It's probably 10, 12 days away from getting fruit. There's this large red cherry. It's kind of lost its light in between these, but look down here. Look at those. Look almost like Romas. None of my pole beans, except for maybe a couple of beans, have started setting beans yet. They got flowers. This Whopper doing alright. Beefy stem. This Boxcar Willie is a giant plant that is giving me very little production. Just very few fruits. There's one of my celebrities. If these celebrities work the way that they look like they are, I'm just gonna have just trees of tomatoes. It's like every 6 inches, bam, bam, bam. Another fruit set. Here is my Cherokee Purple. Starting to set up here. Up there. Over here. I mean, these were a flower stem that's now all the way to the top of the cage. The same way over here. This is a flower stem. And I just couldn't kill it because I just figured it'd give me something. And even these little guys down here, they're finally starting to go. One of these bush beans, I picked a bunch the other day. I don't think it's that one. I think it's this next one. I forgot to get. It's got some pretty big beans. I'm gonna cut that big squash that I got and some beans, maybe one more squash, and eat it with some flounder today. Look at those big beans. Look at how bushy this bush is. I mean, that's gonna give me so many beans. I mean, this one's not as bushy, but it's still a big bean. Yeah, those 7 celebrities, they look great. Very easy to grow, easy to control. Just tons of flower sets, just everywhere. There. I forgot to get down here. I got this Homestead 24. Yeah, that's what this is. It's a very funny growing plant. I don't know if it's because it's over here kind of shaded a little bit, but it gets a good amount of sun. It's growing weird. Very funny. These guys are starting to come out. I'm probably gonna have bushes full of those. My 2 eggplants. No fruits. Couple flowers. Yeah, I got a few big beans down here too for that bed. And I got this compost pile. It's got one cutting of grass. I've only had to cut the grass one time this year because we haven't had much rain. It's been to the north, it's been to the south, but not much here. So that's hopefully gonna get a lot bigger. I got some flounder in there. Can smell it just a little bit. I need this pile to get a little bit bigger to bury it a little bit deeper, but it's not that bad. So they haven't cut back here but one time this year. They've normally cut like 3 or 4 times already, but it's just no rain, so this cover don't grow. So that's the Greenway garden 3 weeks later. 3 weeks. Probably have another video in 2 or 3 weeks when cucumbers start going. So, but yeah, man, that is awesome. All right, I'll go ahead and turn it off.